Welcome to the final episode of the mini-series, The Greatest Mount Rushmores in Every Era in WWE History. You're not going to want to miss this. We got Mr. Roosevelt Conyers back, and we are going to dig right into it. So stick around. This is Triple Threat Wrestling. Welcome back to Triple Threat Wrestling. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. We drop daily wrestling content. We are on the last episode of our mini-series, The Greatest Mount Rushmores in WWE History of Every Era. MVP, how are you?
Good.
Good. It's good. We have Mr. Roosevelt Conyers back. We had an interview with him a few weeks ago, and just awesome to talk to him, and we had to have him back. We got to talk about the Mount Rushmore of the new era and kind of pick around the WWE and see what we can come up with. So are you boys ready? We dig into this?
Absolutely.
All right. MVP, I feel like you don't talk much lately, so why don't we go to you for your number one? If you know, you know.
My number one.
All right, I'll join you. I don't know if he's going to join. Yeah, okay. He's going to join. All right.
Roman Reigns. He debuted with the Shield, and once they disbanded, it's like WWE just tried shoving them down our throats. Everybody hated him, and then COVID comes, and then he just starts putting out good stuff, and just been on the run that he's currently on now, and just WWE champion for like 4 years, and now every time he appears, it's like a special attraction. So the COVID era was strictly on his back. So I'm going Roman Reigns.
All right. Roosevelt, we go to you for your number one.
I have to go with my man MVP and go.
There you go.
Yeah. I would have to say Roman Reigns as well, man. I mean, the way he was able to transition from the Shield to, the Tribal Chief, and how he came about putting this character together. One of the biggest things for me in professional wrestling is adaptability. And he was able to adapt with, like you said, with COVID times and everything else that was going on in the world. And he went from being part of the Shield to being on his own to having a whole, the island of relevancy. So Roman Reigns definitely had to be number one for me.
All right. So I'm going number one, and you know that I hate copying, and I really don't like to join the crowd. I like to be different. But if you've watched this show long enough, you know I'm a mark for the Bloodline. I'm going Roman Reigns too. So like you guys said, everything was on his back during the COVID era. This tribal chief gimmick is what he was always supposed to be. Forget about the big dog. They tried so many to push him as this monster dude. No, he is the tribal chief. They got it right with this one. That'll be him for the rest of his career, because this is how it is. And I mean, having Paul Heyman with you and just making everything you do that's already big feel 10 times bigger. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no other reign there are a lot of great title reigns, but this one just felt very special. And maybe I'm biased because it happened during my lifetime, but I gotta go Roman Reigns. In this era, he's carried the WWE through a lot of stuff. So I gotta go Roman. So we go to number two, our round two, Mr. MVP.
All right, number two. He actually left the WWE in 2016 and became a big star on the independents before helping spearhead a new promotion and leaving that to come back to WWE and just explode into superstardom and be that foil for Roman Reigns. Talking Cody Rhodes.
Whoa! I had to. It's an impulse.
Cody Rhodes is my number two.
Okay. Let's see. My number two would have to be Seth freaking Rollins. I mean, man, the way this guy continues to put on performance after performance after performance on a high caliber with all the injuries that they consistently keep telling us about. We're like, okay, we get it. This man wrestles hurt. Man, I mean, the matches that he's had since 2016, since leaving the Shield, the way he was, again, adaptability, the way he's able to market himself and keep progressing and changing, and having the biggest Money in the Bank cash in all of WWE. Yeah, I would have to say Seth Rollins. Absolutely.
So I'm going number 2. And again, I don't like copying, but one of you I'm copying off of. It's Seth freaking Rollins.
Mhm.
I mean, one of the biggest workhorses of this era. You know, if you need him, he's there. He does it. Hell in a Cell match with Cody Rhodes, big moment. Having the WrestleMania match with Cody Rhodes, all those matches. Then, you know, the stuff he did with Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, the stuff he's doing with CM Punk now. Like, last year at Mania when he was like that hobbled, I've carried this too far, like I'm the workhorse. You kind of believe it because you're like, this man has done everything for us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's parted as one of the greatest main events we've seen in WrestleMania history, you know, helping Cody and doing all that. And you got to go Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
You got to go Seth Rollins. So we go round 3, Mr. MVP.
All right, my number 3. Like you guys have. I don't know if there's any more I can say about this guy, because you guys already just put him over. But just he was an architect. He was a messiah. He turned into Joker for a little bit, and then now he's just maybe all those rolled into one with all his fancy clothes. Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
You know, I do got to say, the funniest thing lately about Seth Rollins is when CM Punk said he looked like an oven mitt. I laughed so hard at that when he talked about his outfit. But no, I completely agree. So your third pick, Roosevelt, who are you going with?
Yeah, so this individual has withstood the test of time, and he's been great in every era since he's came to the WWE. When you look at him and you think about him, you don't even think about his dad, which is really big. Like, you forget that this man's father was a professional wrestler, and he's a legend in the WWE. And I'm going to say the Viper, Randy Orton. Okay. He is one of those guys that get in there and he would test any and everybody. I mean, he just went down to NXT just to test Javon Evans. Never heard of Randy Orton ever going to NXT to step in the ring with anybody. And he went down there, and Javon is a good friend of mine. Like, he's from North Carolina as well. So to see something like that, and then the greatest RKO ever is with him and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Oh,
amazing. Freaking amazing. But he's another one who has gone through some injuries, went and got it fixed, came back faster than he was supposed to, and he just continues to, adapt and bring other guys up, bring the younger guys and make them look like stars the way they need to be, because the mentality that Randy Orton has is, I'm going to leave the business better than I found it. Yep. And he's helping these guys to be able to step up and step into the role that he has right now. So when it's time for him to go, he can say, you know what? I can rest. Shout out to Tony Stark.
You can rest now. By the way, just so you know, I am a huge nerd, as you can see from the graded comics back here.
I see.
I get that reference. I get it. So, I'm going to go for my number 3 different than both of you. And someone that I feel, I don't know, I mean, you both should agree, but this man has added a lot of prestige in the WWE in this era. I have to go the Ring General, Gunther.
Yeah.
Because this man brought the Intercontinental Championship back to life for me. He brought more prestige to it, and he's one of those heels that, like, I have a faction. I don't need them. Like, I'm going to go out there and win it on my own, but they're with me. Like, that threat is there, but everything he touches is gold. And, it's looking like prediction-wise, he may lose it to Jay if they're going to, go and finish that for Jay. But Gunther is one of their go-to guys. One of their guys that if you need something to feel important, like he's the guy to go to. So he's added a lot of prestige to what he's doing in the WWE, and that's why he's going to be my number 3. So
nice.
MVP, who is your final face on your Mount Rushmore?
This one was a hard one for me. I did think about going the Randy Orton route because 2016 to now, he's a big part of it. I kind of wanted to put a new face on there, so I ultimately decided on AJ Styles. So his career before he got to WWE, already Hall of Fame worthy, could have ended it there, and what a career. But then he comes to WWE and he just ups the ante. His matches, like you want a phenomenal match, pun intended. You put him in there and you have a solid program. And he's only held the title once during his time, but I don't think that diminishes his spot on this Mount Rushmore, the new era. So I'm going AJ Styles.
I mean, SmackDown is the house that AJ Styles built. So, I mean, there's that. But Roosevelt, who's your final face on your Mount Rushmore?
All right. I originally was going to go with AJ Styles, but then I thought about it a little longer. And this man, he definitely brought something new to WWE. Because, we had the transition of The Undertaker leaving and then Kane leaving. We no longer had Mankind, and we needed a new face of fear. And we got Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt not only, again, adapted and recreated himself to be even more menacing, but he also made a pathway for others, like the rest of the Wyatt family. So we definitely have to give Bray Wyatt his flowers for everything he has done in this era. A lot of different things that we've seen, we probably wouldn't, like a lot of people we have now, we probably wouldn't know who they are, or we wouldn't know that, John Cena is a piece of crap had it not been for Bray Wyatt exposing that first. So shout out to Bray Wyatt and his family. May he continue to rest in peace. So my number 4 is going to be Bray Wyatt.
And we don't even know what he would have been capable of if he was still around in this era, the Triple H era of like he was in the Triple H era when he was creative, but Vince was still around in the background, so he still had some input. It would have been crazy to see what would have happened to Bray in the current, landscape of things. But my final face, so I'm going to be honest with you, it was 50-50. I had 2, and I couldn't decide on one, but I think I'm going Randy Orton. I'm pretty sure I'm going Randy Orton because he hasn't had a title in so many years, and he doesn't need it for a match to feel important. And he's catapulting these other, like you said, going to NXT, and now he's going to face Carmelo Hayes next week. And, his mic skills, by the way, he's very comfortable. He's having fun with his career now. Like, he's gotten so much better on the mic than his earlier career. And I kind of hope, in a small way, that Cena doesn't break the record, and I hope that Randy Orton gets a few more reigns before he retires and he breaks it. That would be cool to see because, I mean, one of the youngest champions of all time and then become the all-time champion, that would be dope. But Randy Orton's he's one of my favorites. I smile when he's on TV. I'm like, that's my guy. That's my guy, Randy. So I'm going Randy Orton. Does anyone have any honorable mentions by chance? Someone that didn't quite make the cut?
I wanted to put Kevin Owens on there.
I thought about it.
Yeah, definitely have to put Kevin Owens. My honorable mention has been AJ Styles.
And then also, like, Daniel Bryan, but he might have been hurt too much.
Yeah. During the era.
And then maybe Sami Zayn as well.
I thought about saying I almost put a female in here. I almost put Becky Lynch on here for a lot of stuff she's done during the new era. Cody Rhodes I almost put on there, but he was my 50-50, him and Orton. But I'm like, I love Orton, man. That, like you said, that stomp into an RKO, Seth Rollins didn't even want to do that. Or he wanted to do it. And Randy Orton's like, no. It's too dangerous. And he's like, no, I want to do it. And he did it. And you can see how pumped he was when he pulled it off. Like, that's those moments, man, that are just so dope. But yeah, that's going to round out our Mount Rushmore of the new era. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Put yours in the comments below. Did we miss something? Did we overlook something? I almost put a guy that I saw in a match on NXT. He was very good. His name was Victor Andrews. I almost put him on there because technically he was in the new era, right, of WWE during that time.
Absolutely, yeah.
You never know.
He would have been a really good, if WWE would have kept him around, he probably would have done some amazing things.
I'm thinking, man. So, but yeah, other than that,
I heard he became a Lashley sister, and then, he started fighting people like Veer Mahan, and then no one's seen him since.
I'm going to be honest. I think the guy is a myth because there's no way that he's like a model, an actor, a champion in the Indies, ROH, AEW, WWE, the military. This guy I don't think he exists. He's just too phenomenal. So but it's great having Roosevelt back on. Again, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. MVP, we're going to see you on the next one.